So the top 22 players of FIFA 22 have been revealed, and honestly I told myself I was not going to complain at the ratings this year, but after seeing it I just can't help myself. I said I'd be positive, but if you really take a look at the players, it's just impossible not to get annoyed at it. I mean, just take this for example. When Mohammed Salah has scored 22 goals in a Premier League season, more than he got the season before, and gets a -1 downgrade, there's a problem. And honestly, this is coming from a guy that was brought up to hate Liverpool. And yeah, there's just so many things wrong with the ratings this year, and we're going to take a look at it in detail any moment. But before we get into the video, I would appreciate it if you could drop this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you are new so you never miss out on any FIFA 22 videos, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you're notified when a video is posted. So we're going to start off by looking at the top 22 to top 11 rated players in FIFA 22 and seeing what's wrong with it. So starting off as the 22nd highest rated player in FIFA 22, we have an 89 rated Sadio Mane, and honestly, I think this is off. I'm trying my best to not be biased, but Mane had a terrible season last season. He did basically nothing. He missed clear-cut chances and was basically a shadow of himself from his previous seasons. Now, this isn't me saying Mane is a terrible footballer, because it's completely the opposite. He's a brilliant footballer, but the ratings are meant to go off the season before the game was released, and Mane just wasn't that good. Based off of his performances, I would have given him an 87 or an 88 max, not an 89, no chance. Because when you compare him to the other players in this list and some of the players that missed out, you just wonder how he got there. And I just want to reiterate that I don't hate Sadio Mane. Like I said, he's a great footballer, but honestly, I don't see how he can be 89 rated in FIFA 22 based on his previous season. He just wasn't that good. Moving on to the 21st highest, we have Ederson, and I don't really have much of a problem with this. He got a +1 upgrade. He was a big reason as to why Manchester City won the league. I think that's a fair upgrade. I'm not too angry about that one at all. Now in 20th, we have Casemiro, who is 89 rated, and I do have a problem with this one, because if we look at how weak Real Madrid were defensively and just as a whole last season, I know they got to the semi-final of a Champions League, but they got bossed about by, a Chelsea side that had only just got a new manager, and their control in the midfield was not that good last season. And to see Casemiro get an 89 rated card, it's very questionable, because I don't think he was a standout player at all last season. And again, I don't think he's a bad player, I just don't think he's a top 20 player, and I don't think he should be 89 rated. He should probably be like 86 or 87 rated. In 19th, we have Thibaut Courtois, and again, I think this is massively overrated. Let's be honest, Courtois is a decent goalkeeper, but he's not better than Ederson, and he is not an 89 rated card. Call me a biased Chelsea fan, but Edouard Mendy is probably one of the best goalkeepers in the world right now. Definitely better than Courtois, and he's nowhere near this list. If the goalkeeper of the year can't get there, then I don't see how Courtois can. Now, next up in 18th, we have Alisson, and I don't really have a problem with his card, because he's got a -1 downgrade, as he wasn't as good as he was the season before last one. But he's still a great goalkeeper and one of the best in the Prem, so I think that's a fair rating. In 17th, we have Heung Min Son, and how he's got here is absolutely ridiculous to me. Son's a player that shows signs of brilliance every now and then in a season, but cannot do it consistently, and to see him get an 89 rated card and see him finish, above so many players is just astonishing to me. I don't really understand how he's got there. He's an alright footballer, but he is not an 89 rated card. No chance. I hate Man United, and I have to agree. I'd probably have Bruno Fernandes there instead of Son. He did way more. So yeah, this one was very questionable for me. In 16th, we have Joshua Kimmich. Now, I have no problem with this at all. Kimmich is a fantastic footballer. Definitely one of the best at what he does. And to see him have the same rating as Casemiro is a joke. I think Kimmich is perfectly rated. I just think his pace should be a little bit higher, because I've watched him play a few times and he's not that slow. Now in 15th, we have Virgil Van Dijk, and again, I think this one is pretty much spot on. I think the downgrade was warranted, because he spent most of the season out with injury, but from what we saw of him, he was still a very, very good centre-half, and we see how Liverpool can't cope as well without him. So I think the downgrade was warranted, as he didn't get that much game time due to injury, but I think he's perfectly rated at 89. At 14th, we have one of the most underappreciated strikers in the world, Karim Benzema, who I think is absolutely fantastic and has been for years. The amount of stuff he's done for Real Madrid is actually quite absurd, and for France, of course. So to see him get an 89 rated card is nice. I think that is deserved. My only question though is if Karim Benzema has got an 89 rated card, how hasn't Lukaku at least got one as well? Lukaku was fantastic for Inter Milan and was a massive reason as to why they won the league. So yeah, I think Benzema and Lukaku should be evenly rated, but that's just my opinion, of course. Now moving on to 13th, we have Gianluigi Donnarumma. Again, I think he's a fantastic goalkeeper. He won Italy the Euros in that penalty shootout. You know, he was fantastic throughout the tournament and everything. I just think 89 might be a little bit too high for him. You know, I'd probably give him like an 87 or an 88, not an 89, but you know, he's still a fantastic goalkeeper. So again, I'm not too angry about that, but I think he might just be a tad too high. Now moving on to number 12, we have the biggest disrespect in this entire list. How the hell has Mohammed Salah got a downgrade? He was absolutely fantastic for Liverpool last season and he scored 22 goals in the league from the wing, which is even more than the season before where he got a 90 rated card. So how this guy has got a downgrade is absolutely astonishing. He's got the same rating as Son and Mane. You know, Mane was in the same Liverpool team and he was nowhere near Salah. Again, I think this one is an absolute joke, and to see Salah get downgraded is just laughable. Like, it really, really is. Now, oh my goodness, moving on to the top 11, this is just, oh my god, this is painful to look at. Starting off with number 11, Ter Stegen. No way is he a 90 rated card. He was not that good for Barcelona last season. He did not have a standout season. He was not better than Alisson, Donnarumma, Ederson, or whatever. I don't understand how he's there. He just is not that good. I'm convinced the people at EA don't watch football because I don't understand what Ter Stegen has done that other goalkeepers haven't. He really hasn't been that impressive at all. Now moving on to 10, I think we've got another problem. Neuer. Again, he's a great goalkeeper. He's definitely better than Ter Stegen, but I think he should be 88, 89 at the max. He's not a 90 rated goalkeeper this year, not in my opinion anyway. I don't really understand how he's got it. I get he's been alright for Bayern Munich. He's been a good goalkeeper. He's been consistent. But I don't think he deserves to be in the top 10 in Ultimate Team. Moving on to number 9, we have N'Golo Kante. And obviously as a Chelsea fan, I'm delighted to see this because Kante is an absolutely wonderful player. A 90 rated card I think is fair for him because for me, he is the best defensive midfielder in world football. Like, you saw him in the Champions League, he took on midfields by himself. I think Kante is perfectly rated. I love this guy, and I'm happy he's got a 90 rated card because I think that is well deserved. Moving on to number 8, we have Harry Kane. Again, not really too many arguments about this one. Kane's been like world class for years now. His stats for Tottenham speak for themselves. I get some people think Benzema should be like the same rating as him, and I do agree with that. I think Kane and Benzema are kind of on the same level. But to see a 90 rated Kane, I don't think that's too much of a problem, especially since he ended the season with, I think, the most goals and assists in the whole of the Premier League. Moving on to number 7, we've got Jan Oblak. For me, is the best goalkeeper in the world. I think a 91 rated card for him is fair because he is a phenomenal goalkeeper and is a big reason as to why Atletico won La Liga. I don't have a problem with this. I definitely think he should be the highest rated goalkeeper in the game. Number 6 is a big joke to me, Neymar. I don't see how he's a 91 rated card. He's not been that good and he's definitely not top 6 in the world currently for me. I get he's a flashy player, I get he plays for PSG, I get everyone loves using him in game, but let's be real, Neymar does not deserve a 91 rated card. I don't think he's really compared to the other top players in the world last season. Like, no chance, not for me. You guys might disagree, but I think Neymar's been overrated this year. Number 5, we've got Kylian Mbappe, and I also think this one is wrong. I don't really see how Mbappe's got an upgrade this year. He didn't win anything with PSG. He missed the penalty with France, which knocked them out of the Euros, and he's been overshadowed by Erling Haaland. I don't think Mbappe's been as good as people think either. For me, Mbappe should be rated 89 or 90, not 91, because I get he's a fantastic footballer, he's a young talent, he's definitely still one of the best in the world, but based off of last season, I don't think he deserved an upgrade. At number 4, we have Kevin De Bruyne, who's 91 rated. I don't have a problem with this. I think De Bruyne is the best attacking midfielder in the world. His passing ability is unmatched. I think this is completely fair and well deserved for him. Now, for me, the top 3 is just completely off. Like, completely off. First off, looking at Messi, there's no way he is the highest rated player in the game. I don't care what anyone says. Now, before anyone has a go at me, I think Messi is one of the best players of all time. I can't rank the best players of all time because I haven't watched every player. I'm not that old. But in my time, Messi has been definitely up there as one of the best in the world. But this season, I don't see how he can have a 93 rated card. You know, last season I don't think he did anything that insane. Still an incredible player, should definitely be top 3 in the world for sure. I get that. But I don't think he deserves to be the highest rated player in FIFA 22. I think having Cristiano Ronaldo as a 91 rated card is also a joke. Ronaldo is still phenomenal even at his age. You've just seen what he's done for United on his debut again. He scored 2 goals at the age of 36. Like, come on. I still think Cristiano Ronaldo deserves a 92 rated card. Now, for me, I think Lewandowski should be the highest rated card in the game. I don't think he should be a 92. I think he should be the 93. And Messi and Ronaldo should both be 92s. This is because Lewandowski has been by far the best player in the world. You know, he was robbed of a Ballon d'Or because they didn't do the award last year. You know, his stats speak for themselves. They're incredible. He is by far the best player in the world based off of stats and performance. The only reason I can think that why they've, put Lewandowski as second and Messi first is because, if you put Lewandowski as the best player in the world, no offense to him, it doesn't mean as much if he's the best player, if you get what I'm saying. I know it's sad, but people are always going to, fanboy over Messi and Ronaldo, if you get what I'm saying, and think they should always be the best in the game. But anyway, yeah, these are the official top 22 rated players in FIFA 22. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, in the comments you might have different opinions to me, but this is just what I think of the ratings. But yeah, if you have enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you could drop it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you are new so you never miss out on any videos like this one. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you're notified when a video is posted. And with all that aside, guys, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll catch you all later. Peace.